Yeah, I think they put the wrong emphasis on social media. I think that the emphasis on collecting names or collecting likes or whatever it may be is really kind of missing the point. If you thought of these as trying to create connections with people, that's more important. Now, the value of social media is that I can reach a larger number of people, right? So all the things that I talked about are really things that we do with our closest friends all the time, and our personal friends. But how do you scale it? Well, social media in a way allows you to scale it a bit, in that you can find ways to connect with different groups and start segregating them out, where I can talk to one group one way and another group another way, but I can always find those connections with them, as opposed to just treating them like I just herded cattle here, right? And just kind of trying to expect them to care about what I have to talk about. And look, I think that is the problem, and especially when people have been kind of selecting you for long periods of time. I think complacency is one thing, but it's also this kind of false sense of security, that you assume that their behavior is reflective of how they feel. And it isn't always. Sometimes we choose because it is easier. We don't want to have to think again. Sometimes we're a hostage. If we have to choose, if we have to be selective about which ones we're keeping within the fold, make sure you're picking the right group that aren't the loudest advocates out there. And in my case, I happen to be one of those. Me versus some other unhappy traveler, there was a difference. Them complaining to their husband or wife about what a bad flight they had was different than me standing on the stage and doing it. So who's buying French's mustard, or who's buying any product that you have? Everyone's not equal. I know we like to think that, but everyone's not equal. And so I think understanding that sometimes the relationship you have is either a hostage situation, or it is complacency, or it is just paralyzed by choice. I don't know what to pick. That's why branding is effective. I didn't dismiss it in terms of its value. I just said that it doesn't do anything in terms of a relationship. What it does is do to our brains, it causes us to see something as familiar and therefore be comforted by that. That our brain kind of reacts and thinks, oh, I recognize that. I know what McDonald's menu looks like, therefore I can go to McDonald's and feel that I know what I'm getting, versus Mike's Diner, right? So that's the value of it, is that it builds this sense of security for our brain. But in terms of the relationship, it doesn't say anything.